I'm seeing shimmers in this long-lasting dream. A made-up image, bring it back with worries. It's I've been wasting like most of my life.
What is good, everybody? This is SFC Spectacular, back on the mic to rock your body right. And I am here to review the Transformers masterpiece, EG01 SKYWARP MP52. That is a long doggone name, but that's okay, guys. If you haven't, take a second after this video to go watch my reviews on Starscream MP52 and also Thundercracker MP52. They will be in this video, and I will be comparing them mostly to this robot. So let's get right into it. The Eagle EG01 Deformation Aircraft is a fourth-party product of the MP52 Takara Tomy mold. For the Starscream, I have KO, and for Thundercracker, I have a fourth-party KO. They aren't from the same company, but they are still both KOs. They all hold up pretty well against each other, even though they have loose parts here and there. So I'll be mostly making comparisons between SKYWARP and the other two, but I'll also talk about some of the weapons, some of the accessories, things of that nature. And as we take a look at SKYWARP's accessories here, you can see he comes with almost everything that MP52 Starscream came with. What he is missing is that hand claw with a dookie piece, and also the screw bit drill, and a couple of faces. And as we can see here, the various differences between the instruction manuals. The fourth parties are similar to Takara Tomy's fold-out instruction booklet, whereas the EG01 has a regular booklet. And of course, he transforms into a Boeing F-15 fighter jet. Right now, I want to draw your attention to some of the accessories, and I want to show you how the blast effects that come with MP52 EG01 SKYWARP can fit to almost every other MP52's mold's accessory. As you can see here, the Megatron gun takes all of the blast effects. And for good measure, let's try those blast effects out on these null rays of all three, Starscream, Thundercracker, and SKYWARP, just to make sure they fit. And even though he doesn't come with the drill bit or the dookie hand piece, they do fit on quite nicely, just like they do for the other MP52 molds. Being somewhat of a KO, there are some defects on this model. His pylons have a lot of trouble hooking on and staying put, and they're very loose. Also, his landing gear was a bitch to get on. I don't know if it's a manufacturer problem, CQ, but I had to force those things down very hard. His version of the Megatron gun is loose and falling apart, but fits in his hand appropriately. Now, in this next shot, I want to compare all of the accessories between the three Seekers, that being Starscream, Thundercracker, and SKYWARP. The quality of these accessories vary from bot to bot. I think Thundercracker's is the best and the sturdiest, followed by Starscream. And SKYWARP's leaves much to be desired. It feels fake and plasticky, looks crazy. It doesn't have the same texture, so do be mindful of that if you decide to get this model. Let's compare the two Megatron guns. The one that came with Starscream is a lot sturdier, nicer. There are also two shades of different gray, as you can see. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but the one that came with SKYWARP is really loose. You can see that right there. It's falling apart right out of the box, so I'm having a lot of trouble with that. It's a good thing I have two of them, then I have to worry about using one, but the SKYWARP one is, I hate to say it, it's trash.
This is doo-doo, baby. I said, ah!
Next up, let's compare the blaster thrust effects for both SKYWARP and Thundercracker. And as I mentioned before, Thundercracker's effects are a lot more sturdier, nicer. They feel quality in the hand, whereas SKYWARP's feels a little bit plasticky and cheap. You know, it's not good. So between the two, I would prefer Thundercracker fourth parties particles. I don't want to talk about this as much as I want to show you, so I'll just hold up these particle effects and let you see them up close and see how they differ. Some are shiny, some have a little matte, but like I said, this is SKYWARP's real round, shiny. The other one, it has very little texture to it. Just a quick size comparison with his fellow Decepticons here. One thing to note about this model is it has spur marks all over this figure, on his hands, his chest, his feet, his knees, and it gives it a cheaper little feel. Although I will say his joints are exceptionally done well. They feel good to mess with, to rotate, to fiddle, and if you want to see the range of articulation, go see my MP52 Thundercracker review. So here he is with his brethren, lined all up, looking nice, and I really love all three of them. Even though they're KO, they feel good. There are bits and pieces that are loose here and there. The overall quality is great. Now, if I were to rank them, how they feel and how great they are, Thundercracker would be number 1, swiftly followed by Starscream, and lastly, sadly, Skywarp, as he feels a little loose in places. His joints are excellent, but his transformation is hindered by loose pieces. And one of the last things is the paint job on Skywarp is very well done. Despite of the spur marks I mentioned, everything else, his paint job is excellent. Love that black and purple. All three of these Seekers meet my seal of approval.
I like it a lot.
Although Skywarp would be the weakest. I would tell you to get the 4th party KO if you go with KO. And if you have the money, get the official. I love the MP52 mode. I did not like it at first, but it has grown on me immensely. The robot mode is great. And even though these are KO, they feel great in the hand for the most part. Alrighty guys, if you want to see transformation and other things of that nature, like I said before, check out my MP52, both Starscream and Thundercracker, as I compare previous models of Secret Jets to them. I do different stuff in those reviews, so check them out. Hey, I didn't want to waste too much of your time, so I just reviewed the robot himself. Thank you for tuning in. And check out the rest of my videos if you get a chance. And also, here are some videos that YouTube may recommend. Until next time, remember, if you can't be good, you get at it. I'm out of here, guys. Peace.